All the voices you are about to hear come from the head and face of
Damien Slash.
Damien Slash. This is a generic advert for the major brand you probably saw in the news last week, because we were caught grossly abusing our power and willfully destroying the environment. That's why, as a little way of saying, sorry about that, we're making a promise and doing a bit of rebranding to virtue signal our shareholders out of a bad month, and to reassure you that contrary to what's been said, we love trees just the way they are and intend to keep it that way from now on. Because you are what we do, and we do what we are, and we aren't what we say, and we say what we aren't, and you are what we is, and we are what you're not. Because we aren't what we do, and we're not what we say, and we say what we are because we do what we are. And we're always by your side, and you're always on our mind, because we are us, and you are you. Generic advert for a company that doesn't give a damn. Right behind you, and a little too close.
I swear down, the standard of audience cinema has gone right down the drain. I went down to cinema to see the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Society. And I swear down, I saw somebody in there who brought his dog. What you doing bringing your bulldog to see Mamma Mia 2? Do you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing in it for the dog. There's nothing in it for the parrot. There's nothing in it for the cats. You gotta leave them at home. This ain't Noah's Ark. This is not a place for wildlife. Do you know what I'm saying? I just said, I'll have one ticket for me, please. And everyone's staring at man like, why is he getting one ticket? What's one man coming to the cinema on his own for? And I turned around and I said, I'm here to see a film on my own, big deal. That is perfectly normal behavior. At least I ain't got a German Shepherd with me, do you know what I'm saying? I saw dog shit on the carpet on the way in there. And then they charge you, man, £9.50 for the popcorn. That is nearly as much as the film, do you know what I'm saying? So you're telling, man, it costs as much to make popcorn as it does to make a Hollywood film. What? Nah, blood. That don't make sense. Not unless you asking Jamie Oliver to individually pop every single one of them corns on his wedding night. Anyway, I'm sat down in there looking at the screen, and I'm sat down next to two dogs, I swear down. A Yorkshire Terrier and a Pitbull Terrier. Get the dogs out of there. Anyway, and I'm looking at the screen like, this screen is tiny. Do you know what I'm saying? And I thought, no, I'm gonna hold on. The screen gonna grow a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? The screen gonna get bigger. Curtain gonna come back. But no, at audience cinema, the screen got smaller. What? Throughout the whole film, I had some prick behind me, chatting so much breeze about the film, I could feel it on the back of my neck. This hot dog breath, do you know what I'm saying? And I thought, allow this, do you get me? I'm going Curzon. I'm going Vui. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to Cineworld. Odeon is dead, fam. Rip Odeon.
Damien Slash. As the artistic director at the Tate Modern, as you can imagine, I like to keep things as simple as I can. And by simple, I mean empty, contemporary, cold, baffling, and utterly devoid of meaning. We never stop thinking of ways to completely alienate the general public, and that's where the team comes in. Our team of buyers and curators are, to put it simply, a Jackson Pollock painting of idiots, splattering and weaving layers of ideas and marketing strategies all over a giant canvas of bollocks. The big question is, where does life end and art begin, or vice versa? We've completely lost any sense of that boundary, mainly because we live in a bubble of exclusive members clubs, postmodernist poetry and minimalist London properties that keep us firmly removed from real people, whatever real actually means. Recently, we commissioned an exhibition of expressionist pieces painted by a pig and a series of submerged sculptures by a bull crab from Mozambique. The first piece we commissioned from Astrid the Crab is entitled Balls of Husk and Seaweed. It's a tireless and traumatic series of forms submerged in a bucket of filthy brine that we decided to place on the floor at the main entrance, so yes, a lot of people have to walk over it, but that is the beauty of the work. We paid $4.3 million for the piece, and I mean, thank God for the Arts Council funding.
Hello and goodbye. You are tuned into the Jimmy Spoon podcast, and first off, a little message from our sponsor today, Cursed Monkey Pores from Voodoo Labs, the world's first fully portable cursed monkey pour, scientifically proven to curse its owner to a fate worse than death. You can log on and get 3% off on the website quoting jimmyspoon.cast at voodoo.labs.com. Okay, let's start the show.
Damien Slash.
And when you were asked to torture a captive, what were some of the things that you were sanctioned to do to that captive?
Well, it could be anything really. Sometimes, headphones, gaffer tape, and then we just play him James Corden. Everything he's ever done, basically. Everything he's ever said, on an endless loop. Sometimes 3 or 4 days.
And you say you used to play James Corden. Why did you choose that in particular?
Well, to be honest, we tried absolutely everything we could think of, and, the one thing that really made people lose it, made them crack, got us information that we needed, it was James Corden.
And what do you think about those methods now?
Do I regret what we did? Sometimes, yes. But, war is war, and war is hell.
Since the inquiry began, James Corden has issued the following statement. Since it has come to my knowledge that my voice was used not only to torture, but to traumatize and ruin the lives of potentially innocent people, I can only wish that the families involved are receiving the support they so desperately need at this time. Peace. XXX Smiley Face JC.
What were some of my favourite albums of 2018? Well, there were loads of albums I really loved. But to name a few, Sally's Wristwatch, love the album. Big Sky at Night, love the album. Flabby Glovebox, love the album. The Sasquatch is By, love the album. There's a Greek on My Roof, love the album. Looking for Loku, love the album. Slay the Tapir, love the album. Genoa Brothers, love the album. Don't Slap Me Jonas, love the album. Flippant Warthog, love the album. Fool Aquarium, love the album. Sinking Shrimp, love the album. The Mad Wax soundtrack, love the album. Blur, love the album. Henius Fungi, love the album. Strap-on Ashtrays, love the album. Boom Boom Bang, love the album. Love the album, love the album. Go Home Naked, love the album. Filipino Peanut Society, love the album. And yeah, I didn't like what Kanye West said either, but at the end of the day, it's about the music that you love, and I loved the album.
Ye have been accused by the Church of Social Justice and the Ministry of Wokingham to have been found suspect of the most problematic crimes against public virtue. Thou hast been found wanting in moral purity, accused of condisplaining, microaggressions, thin-splaining, and jokes that we find deeply offensive. As the arbiter of shame and administrator of social justice, I, on behalf of the Church of the Righteous and Virtuous, sentence you to the soy test. Ye shall be fully submerged in a tank of soy milk. If thou'st return alive and well, innocence shall be assumed on behalf of the Trinity of the Woke. However, should ye drown and return lifeless, thou'st moral toxicity shall be confirmed, and the punishment just. Does thou'st understand?
It was just a joke. I'm not a hateful person, I swear. I was just having a laugh.
Lower him into the soil!
Please
Raise the hateful creature. Will thou repent and apologize for these problematic opinions?
Yes. Please. Anything. Please, just no more.
Good! The Ministry of Wokingham, through I, the Cardinal of Political Correction, doth declare thine mind to be reinitiated, and thine soul to be cleansed hereafter.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your mercy.
You will dye your hair green, and wear these inexplicably thick spectacles at all times.
Yes, whatever you want.
Let us click in applause for the redeemed.
Damien Slash.
Damien Slash.
Master Chef, searching for Britain's best amateur cook.
Cooking doesn't get tougher than this.
Marshland owner Gavin has made a loud noise, using a dustbin lid and a pair of old sandals.
It's noisy, it's pointless, but I found the dustbin a little bit on the quiet side. I love it.
This little boy has not eaten a carrot stick dipped in hummus for 24 minutes. His only drinking water was intoxicated with a sugary orange-flavored pollutant known to cause mild irritation and eventually tiredness. If his mother does not find organic food soon, she will be forced to order a pizza online and become even more dangerously overweight. But with your help, we can make a difference. For just £6 billion a month, we can provide ordinary people in the first world with the first automated organic food drone delivery bots to ensure nobody has to eat anything less ever again. Join the Guardians campaign online today.
Some of these albums I really loved this year were 100% No, loved the album. The Hormones, loved the album. Ape Dodgems, loved the album. One Way Escalator, loved the album. Tyrannical Chic, loved the album. Punctual Monk, loved the album. Mothers of Boys, loved the album. Thought Noises, loved the album. Hong Kong Dollar, loved the album. Zeitgeist Chaser, loved the album. Windscreen Viper, loved the album. Home is Where the Artist, loved the album. Radio Next, loved the album. Clockwork Porridge, loved the album. Kino Flow, loved the album. Flag Weasel, loved the album.
Martin, what have you got for us here today?
Well, this is something I've had in my grandfather's attic for a long time. Sadly, he passed away.
Well, I can tell you I haven't seen one of these for a very, very long time. Now, you'll notice the golden proboscis emerging from the mahogany chassis is in pristine condition, and the bear-like heap is very reminiscent of what was coming out of Mongolia in the 16th century. And I think what we are looking at is a Mongolian sex machine.
Okay.
Now, as you can see, when you turn this little wheel here on the side, which you have to put your finger in, the proboscis begins to move, and then this little compartment here is where you would have stored the goat fat, which would have been used as a lubricant that would fall over the proboscis, allowing it to be inserted. And when did you say your grandfather came across this item?
Well, he was actually on a tour of Mongolia for a business trip as he worked in the gas industry. And yes, I mean, he said he had a wonderful time.
Right, well, there you go. Now, luckily, the proboscis is in wonderful condition and clearly has been used. So for that reason, I would value this Mongolian sex machine at £98,000.
Wow, I'm absolutely speechless.
Well, that's not all, because today I would like to make you an offer immediately, in cash, for £100,000 to add this wonderful item to my personal collection. What do you say?
Well, I suppose absolutely.
Martin, it's been a pleasure.
The Damien Slash Mixtape was written and performed by Daniel Barker. The producer was Matt Strong. It was a BBC Studios production.